Hello, this is DBG and welcome to my Horror Pop podcast. Okay, before I get into my next topic, I want to thank all you. I'm up to 83 subscribers. Hashtag on the road to 100 and beyond. And all the views to get all this to happen besides me obviously watching, researching, and taking notes on what I'm doing is my very close and best friend, Michael Aragon, who does editing and makes all the cover photos look all pretty so you guys notice them. And without him, it wouldn't work. It's a collaborative effort. So thanks a lot, Mike. I'm going to shout you out every podcast now and beyond. And as we go further, and eventually we're going to do crossovers, it's going to get sweet. But now I want to talk about the more Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the second one. You know, I know a lot of people are hit and miss with 3 and hate 4. And then the remakes are hit or miss. And then but this one, because of the shift in tone between how dark and gritty the first one and this one's more comedy based and just silly. But the reason why I'm really getting into this series is because, let's be honest, chainsaws are awesome. Ever since I've seen Evil Dead 2 and Ash putting on a chainsaw after he loses his arm, just the thought of chainsaws is so cool. And with that, you get the characters in this sequel. Stretch, the final girl, the one that's screaming the entire movie. It doesn't get too annoying. I love her character. She's beautiful, she's enjoyable, she's fun, she's funny. And then she has a budding friendship with Lefty, played by the badass mofo Dennis Hopper, whose brother Franklin was killed in the first film, so he's trying to, it's kind of like an avenging film too, which is kind of cool. So you get that, and they kind of have like a budding friendship, which is kind of cool. So they kind of like help each other when they go from, when after all this stuff happens with these drunk high schoolers keep calling into Stretch's radio station requesting and bugging her and harassing her really, Leatherface kills them. And immediately from with the original one where the gore is implied and the tension, kind of like the original Halloween to Halloween 2, where the gore is amped up, the dude's head gets like chopped in half and there's blood everywhere. It's just like, oh my God. Cool. So then Lefty asks her to play it over the radio station. So then Leatherface and his brother Chop Top, who is crazy with his metal plate, his Vietnam flashbacks, him burning a hanger and then picking his wounds. Yeah, not since I've seen him in Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 3 has he been so weird, but awesome. He's awesome. But also, Leatherface is weird. Like, he's like thrusting with his chainsaw. He's like trying to assault her with his chainsaw. Basically, he's trying to like date her. So I think Stretch uses that to stay alive. Like maybe he does like her and that's why she hasn't been killed yet. So she kind of lets, it's kind of like, I'll let you touch me a little bit so I get out there alive. I love the locations in this film. I love the radio stations. The radio stations are cool. And then the kind of macabre still abandoned carnival that Leatherface, his father, and his brother, and his grandparents occupy and bring their victims and still are cannibals, so they're eating people. They still have that dinner with skeletons and their grandfather who is, let's just to say, all the Sawyers are weird. Just no going around it. They're wiggy. They're weird frickin' people. So the crux of it, what makes this movie the most epic is the chainsaw battles. Freaking Dennis Hopper, Lefty, has 3 chainsaws. A big, huge one and 2 small ones. He even tests them out after he buys them. So there's some epic chainsaw battles with Leatherface. I mean, Leatherface, despite him being weirder, is still a beast. He takes like chainsaw to his organs. He's like, guts are gushing out, and he's still rocking and rolling. And I'm just saying, despite me not seeing the original, I'm going to eventually. My girlfriend still has the Sweet Steelbook I got for her for Valentine's Day. The Next Generation, which I want to see, because I love Off the Rails, Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger, and the 2017 one that people are hitting and miss. I'm just getting started with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And if you guys too love it too, give this a like, give it a comment, and I believe my next podcast will be about Sleepaway Camp 3. If that's what you guys want, please comment Sleepaway Camp 3. Because if I do it, I'm going to try to get Lee McCoy, our homeboy from Killer Flicks, to review it too and say something positive about it. Because I'm going to be talking way positive about Sleepaway Camp 3 based on nostalgia. And you'll hear it when I get in the podcast. But check out Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. It's not like the first one, but it is still a lot of fun. And let's keep this going. Let's keep subscribing. Let's keep commenting, liking. Let's all have fun with this podcast because I am having a blast. When I reach 100 plus subscribers, I'm going to buy it soon, Ghost of Mars, which a movie so bad caused the legendary John Carpenter to retire. I need to see that. And I'm going to defend it. Because if it's as Ice Cube is as fun as I love him in most things, I'm going to like him in this. And Anaconda's the only other horror movie I've seen him in. So if this one's as fun as I think it's going to be, my 100th subscriber celebration will be that. And then I'll cover other things. I'm going to cover some DBZ, someone suggested another one. I'll have to look at my comments, but we got a lot more coming. We're going to keep having a blast. So hit the like, subscribe. Have a good one.